have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, the return is Osborne.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson running left on the option. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
It returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 22. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's got his tight end Fant. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. First and goal at the 1. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out to the left there, and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hall on a give up the middle. To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
This offense so far on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. Got his target, Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Back to the ground with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking deep for Hilton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wilson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Wilson.
Finding Gray on the out route.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
The Jets on the move. Couple of big plays back-to-back. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Lawrence. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. They've got his man complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. But you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. If those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Brown, 81 yards.
And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Gano out to kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
The throw over the middle taken in.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
117 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, Kerry.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Wilson on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. To throw is Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Making back-to-back weeks.